Alright, so here's another quick update. Did my water change today, of course. This would be the third water change with using just straight RO, obviously remineralized with GH Booster. And this time I added to the 30 gallons that I replaced, I added a teaspoon of baking soda just because that's all I had at the moment. Um, I'll work on dealing with the KH soon. I did order some crushed coral, so I guess we'll see how that works. So I'll get that in, but for the most part, everything's looking good. Fish are still happy. The Renicky is doing better. You can see the new growth is actually looking pretty good compared to what it did look like. I went in and butchered a lot of it. Now I'm saying I missed a lot of it also. A lot of the dead leaves. But I'll get in there maybe tonight and do some more. Otherwise, everything is looking pretty well, pretty good. Growing great. Fish are happy. Is that the female? So there's one of the new rams I just got. That is the female. Right there. I'll try to get her focused in. Yeah, her colors aren't doing good right now. I'm not sure why. I mean, she's only been here a couple days. But she's happy. She's eating along with the male. I'll bring this over here. He's hiding back here with Ilma. Now his colors actually are looking really good. So they're both happy. Usually they've been staying together. They've been swimming together. I just fed them, so they're probably still running around looking for scraps. I trimmed this down. I didn't trim it even because I trimmed it a couple weeks ago, and I just didn't want to keep. I see that a lot of these guys now looking at some more videos how they really trim it even all the way around. And I did the last time, well, kinda, but I had so much new growth, so I just trimmed the long stuff and I put that over in the 20. But I think I'm going to have to do that, use that technique and just trim it all one height and let it grow. Maybe even like 2 or 3 inches lower than it currently is, so it's all even. But maybe I'll work on that next week. Right now I just want to see how it does. Kimberly's looking great. A lot of new growth. I mean, it seems good. It's the first time I've ever grown it, so I mean, to me it looks happy. But maybe some of you experts out there can tell me if that's the way it should look. If I should be adding some more iron to get some more color in it. Again, like I told you before, I raised the lights up a little higher, so I'll get a back view. So I mean, they're up there, probably 10, 11 inches. Maybe a little more than that. The Ludwigia Reuben, I should probably trim that. I'm hesitant on trimming a lot of things just because I want to keep a good load of plants in here to help with, you know, certain algae, and so I'm kind of letting things, a lot of this stuff grow out before I can really, I guess, escape the tank the way I want it. Well, I still haven't found the nice sticks or logs or whatever for the moss, but I mean, that's really going well. So I got that part from Hearns, and I'm sorry, I got that one from Hearns. I trimmed it down pretty much bare, grabbed all the trimmings, put them on another mesh mat that I had, and you can see how well that's growing. The old leaves on that Sunset, it has some algae on it, but I don't want to trim them out yet because I trimmed the tops off, and you can see already this new stems growing, so I'm kind of going to leave that until they're long enough to where I can trim them off, and I'll get rid of the bottom growth. And I don't know, maybe the Ludwigia is blocking the filter intakes. Maybe I'm just not keeping the tank clean enough. I don't know why I keep getting the diatoms there, the spot algae, whatever it is. And you know what? Another thing I want your you know, anybody's watching, your advice. is, do I have enough flow? That's another thing I'm thinking about. So looking at the plants, looks like everything's swaying. So I'll try to keep the camera as still as I can. But for the most part, everything's swaying, but the sunset isn't. I think it's down here in a little valley that's getting blocked. I mean, it's gently swaying, but I don't know if that's enough. I don't know if I'm getting enough flow in here. Maybe I need to add another power head. You guys let me know what you think. But for the most part, I mean, you can see everything is looking pretty good. Growing good. It's just, honestly, it's just letting things grow out and then figuring out where I want to start putting these plants and moving them. I probably should trim the Monte Carlo, or at least cut it back and keep it controlled, because I can see it's starting to creep into the Rotala. And I had all intentions on doing that, but today being Father's Day, I was on some time restraints when I was doing maintenance and water changes today. So the trimmings from this Rotala I brought over to the 20, and they're all there. This is just a lonely old guppy, which I don't know if he's kind of staying low. You know, I guess he's looking all right. Another one from the same tank that the German Rams came from my buddy's tank. I don't know why I had a guppy in there with him, but I guess they got along fine. So I just put him in this tank. And then the Reineke in here is actually doing pretty well too. So you look at that new growth, it's actually looking pretty good. And there's no CO2 in here. I'm just using the Metricide. And for the most part, I noticed some slime algae on a couple leaves back there. You can probably see, and you know, no CO2, high LED lights. So I'm sure I'm probably gonna be battling some more. But the other issue I'm having is this film at the top of the tank. I'll try to get it. I've been netting it out, and it's been, when I net it, when I miss some of the stuff, if you look at some of the plants, it gets stuck down here on the plants. I mean, obviously the tank is not even close to being cycled yet, but it's nasty. So I think what I'm going to do at some point this week is I bought some more. Let me try to find this here. I picked up some more this stuff, which I have in my other filters also. So what I was thinking about doing was taking it out of one of my cycled filters, or one of my established filters, putting it over into the 20, and then replacing it with the new stuff. So, 'cause I mean, there's already plenty of beneficial bacteria in this tank, so I think it'll be fine if I removed it from one of the filters and then just put new stuff in here and start over. So just to help me get that 20 long cycled. So, all right, let me know what you guys think. And again, with that flow, let me know what you think about the flow, because I'm not sure. I mean, for the most part, it looks okay, but there are some little lull spots, or whatever you're gonna call them. Yep. All right, thanks, guys.